Consul General of the Republic of Korea in Boston, who is going to give us congratulatory remarks briefly. An expert of public international law, Mr. Yu received his degrees from Korea University, the University of Edinburgh, and the London School of Economics and Political Science. Mr. Yu has served in the Korean government for 27 years, including 3 years of his service at the ROK Permanent Mission to the UN in New York City. He was also the Director General for International Legal Affairs of the Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And he is now bringing all his diplomatic expertise and experiences to his office, which he assumed in November 2020. He and his office do numerous wonderful things, and I cannot even enumerate all of them, but I'd love to encourage you to visit, like, and subscribe their social media platforms, including their YouTube channel. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It is a great honor and privilege for me to offer a few words tonight. I would like to welcome you to the Korean Cultural Society of Boston's New Music Symposium. Since 2012, the KCSB has been committed to promoting Korean culture in Boston and supporting young Korean American artists from across the United States. I extend my sincere appreciation to the KCSB for arranging this exciting event to promote Korean music. It is with great pleasure, though unfortunately virtually, that I meet tonight's host, Professor Taek-soo Kim, renowned composer and music professor at San Diego State University. I'm convinced that under his stewardship, the symposium will be a resounding success. The 4 sessions this month will introduce you to some contemporary musicians who will explore the meeting of their musical worlds with Korean traditional music, known in Korean as kugak, Jen-shu, Ga-min, Ji-young Kim, and Jinny Kim. When I was asked to make some remarks for this event, I wondered what the expression new music actually meant. I now know that new music is an extension of the classical music tradition. It is newly created music written by living composers. I have been particularly looking forward to this event, and it comes at a very interesting time. To many people around the world, K-pop has become almost synonymous with the Korean music, but in fact, Korean music is much more diverse. One of the most fascinating musical genres that is growing in popularity in Korea and elsewhere has deep roots in kugak, Korea's traditional music. The intersection of classical music and kugak can take a number of different forms. Classical pieces can be arranged and played with kugak instruments, or conversely, kugak musical pieces can be arranged and played with classical music instruments. Alternatively, existing kugak or classical pieces or contemporary musical pieces can be played with both kugak and classical instruments at the same time. It is encouraging to see this trend of Western music being infused with Korean traditional musical elements and together creating entirely new harmonies. I hope that these 4 sessions will contribute to further deepening mutual understanding and friendship between our 2 countries through the active promotion of people-to-people cultural exchanges. Once again, I would like to express my gratitude to the KCSB for organizing this new music symposium and to thank them for the opportunity to meet the inspiring musicians combining traditional Korean music with classical and contemporary music. Now let's all enjoy a wonderful evening of innovative music. Thank you for your kind attention.